Okay, so welcome everyone to the April Live Well Learning Collaborative. Today is the ReThink Your Drink campaign launch, and we're really excited to have a good group of folks here to, learn more about the campaign. So Live Well Allegheny is the countywide campaign to improve the health and wellness of Allegheny County residents. And this is done through partnerships with municipalities, schools, workplaces, restaurants, and community partners. We focus on the 3 healthy behaviors that reduce chronic disease, which is physical activity, avoiding smoking and tobacco products, and eating healthy. We have a Live Well Allegheny website that provides our partners and the community with a lot of resources. Right here is the Live Well Partner Resources page where you can type in some keywords like hiking, swimming, or eating well, and it'll list the partners that can help you find those resources. We also release a monthly Live Well e-update, which you can see there in the form of a little phone with some information on how to stay healthy, as well as some information from our partners and other resources you might find interesting. We also do our mostly monthly Live Well Learning Collaborative, which they're all recorded and you can view them at any time on our website, which I can drop into the box as well. If you aren't already a Live Well partner, please join us. You can look at us at our website at www.livewellallegheny.com. You can contact me. My email's there, and I'll also drop it in the link. We'd love to have you, or if you are Live Well and you just want to update your resolutions, we'd be happy to do that as well. So with that, I'm going to pass the presentation on to Hannah to talk about the ReThink Your Drink campaign.
Thanks, Tori. Share my screen and then I will get started. Okay, how does that look for everybody? Can you see my notes?
We just see your screen, your presentation.
Okay, it seems like not that I have notes, but there's like a presentation mode. Thank you, everyone. So glad to be here. I'm super excited about this. So for those of you that I don't know, I'm so glad to see so many representatives from schools and municipalities. And Tori did, the reason that she recorded this is because we will post this for other partners who may not be able to join us today. I'm excited about this. This is something we've been wanting to do for a while. Is inspired by our director, Dr. Deborah Bogan, who is now the PA Secretary of Health. So part of this is hard that she's not here to see this coming to fruition, but we're so glad that she's at the PA Department of Health. We are launching as part of Live Well Allegheny, the ReThink Your Drink campaign. So what is ReThink Your Drink? As part of our countywide health and wellness initiative that Tori just described, we are launching a campaign to educate residents on the effects of consuming sugar-sweetened beverages. And, the goal is to encourage healthier beverage options. So what are sugar-sweetened beverages? Sugar-sweetened beverages, or for short SSBs, are liquids that are sweetened with added sugars. These sweeteners, can go by a number of names. Things that you may see are dextrose, I can't even pronounce them, fructose, glucose, high fructose corn syrup, honey, lactose, malt syrup, maltose, molasses, and sucrose. So examples of what we're talking about are things like regular soda, or pop, I should say, because we're in Pittsburgh in southwestern Pennsylvania. Fruit drinks, yes, fruit drinks, sports drinks, energy drinks, and things like sweetened water. So why is this important? As part of our nutrition focus, it is very important because people who consume sugary drinks are much more likely to face health problems, chronic conditions that are the focus of Live Well Allegheny. So these are things such as weight gain and obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and oral health issues and tooth decay. In Allegheny County, almost 30% of students grades K through 6, and then this increases, to over 30% of students grades 7 to 12 are considered overweight or obese. 67% of adults are considered overweight or obese, and this is increasing, which is a concern and something that we all need to be paying attention to. Children under the age of 2, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, should not have any added sugars in their diets. And people who are 2 and older should really try to monitor and keep their added sugars to less than 10% of their daily calories. Consuming SSBs is associated with these less healthy behaviors, like eating more fast food, less fruits and vegetables, and getting less exercise and screen time. And those are the risk factors that Tori mentioned that contribute to the vast majority of preventable chronic disease worldwide, and then also here in Allegheny County. So this is a priority for Allegheny County to improve the overall health of residents by reducing the consumption of sugary sweetened beverages. This was released, this is our community health improvement plan, which for the years 2023 to 2027. It's essentially a strategic plan for health for Allegheny County. If you have not gotten a chance to look at that, I encourage you to. I think perhaps we should consider for a future collaborative having a presentation about the plan for Healthier Allegheny, so that all of you can be aware of what's included in it and how you are already, through the work that you're doing, partnering on it. But as part of the plan for Healthier Allegheny, goal 1.2.2 is to decrease the proportion of children and teens who weekly consume sugary sweetened beverages from 68 down to 64.6%. So, this is a focus, something that we're really trying to rally around, and also to identify partnerships to be reaching our goals. As Tori said in her introduction, the countywide health and wellness campaign, Live Well Allegheny, focuses on those 3 modifiable behaviors: poor nutrition, lack of physical activity, and our smoking and tobacco use, that contribute to the 4 main chronic diseases: diabetes, cancers, lung disease, heart disease, and stroke, that contribute to the vast majority of preventable deaths. What's often said is this 3, 4, 50%. In Allegheny County, when we look at the causes of death, it's more like 71% when you add all of those common chronic diseases together. We know it's not easy. We know a lot of this is related to access, and there are a number of other ways that you all are working on addressing these modifiable behaviors. And one way that we're going to do this is through launching the ReThink Your Drink effort this year here in 2023. So our main messages for ReThink Your Drink are: first, water is the best option to build healthy habits in our children and teens. And sugary drinks like sodas and juices contribute to chronic health conditions and costly oral health issues. So what does it mean that we have ReThink Your Drink campaign materials? This is one of the ads on the left, an image in partnership with Allegheny County Communications. We are going to be doing some ads that are purchased in a variety of places where parents, caregivers of young children will see them. That is, that's why I'm so happy to see so many school representatives on this collaborative today, because we are focusing on, starting younger. All the evidence points towards starting younger with any of these behavior change initiatives. So what other types of materials, as we invite your participation in this, do we have available? We're going to show you some of these things, but briefly, we have a toolkit that is available that has materials. We'll skim through this here on the website, but you also have access to that. Activities that you can plan if you have a community day coming up, different fun things that you can think to do. We also have a one-page flyer that can be shared electronically. We'd also be glad to print these for you if you have community-related events, if there's a way to send them home with children in your school, things like that. We'd be glad to have them printed for you. In the toolkit are a series of social media messages that are available to you to help us spread the word. We are working on a series of videos, short videos. We're going to show you 2 of them today that will be available for you if you want to show them somewhere. And Tori, I'm going to skip to before we show the videos and do the show and tell, I'm just going to do the last slide of this, in terms of our call to action before we do some, and then what we'll do is we'll do some show and tell. So what we're asking for you today is, if you are interested and concerned about this issue, if you have access to families, caregivers, young children, we're asking you to access the resources that we're making available on the website, utilize the partner toolkit, perhaps plan an activity at your end of the school fair or at your community. We know a lot of communities have festivals and things like that over the summer. Share resources with the people that you're serving. Part of the toolkit is also just a sample newsletter that you could basically, if you like it, copy and paste. If you're looking for newsletter content, perhaps if you represent an early child care center or something like that. If you are not already a partner, we encourage you to join the countywide health and wellness campaign. There's more information about how to do that on our website. And then, most importantly, I encourage you all to think about, we all need to be making changes. So, if there's an opportunity for you to grab water instead of a sugary sweetened beverage, we certainly encourage you to do that. We are going to have time for questions. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let Victoria share. We have 2 videos that we want to do a little bit of show and tell.
Perfect. Just give me a few minutes or a minute and I'll get these videos up.
Rethink your drink means that you should absolutely rethink what you put into your body as far as drinking is concerned. It is important dealing with what I deal with as far as health and wellness. People come to me with goals, so I tell them maybe you should start with the drinks because you go as far as having empty calories. Some things are good for them, some are bad for them. Some people put things in their body based on what someone might tell them to do. So I think rethinking that means that you do the proper research to have put into your body what makes sense for you and your goals.
I'm just going to go to the next video too.
Hello, my name is Betsy. I'm a public health dental hygiene practitioner, and my job is to clean and educate people about their teeth. The ReThink Your Drink campaign is to help parents with young children be aware of the increasing consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages and how we can prevent cavities. I have patients that come in every day, and the ones that have the most cavities are the ones that consume sugar-sweetened beverages.
Thanks, Tori. So we have a couple other videos. We're actually filming another one today with a nutritionist at Children's Hospital. I'm going to, let me just show you what like the flyer looks like and this toolkit. I'll just kind of skim through it. And then maybe Tori, if you would just show the website, and then we can open it up for questions if that's okay with everybody. So this is a one-page flyer. You know, it's always good to have a one-pager that's available electronically, or if you're interested, we could get this printed just to give people an overview of, you know, why this is important and what you can do about it, as an example of something that we've developed as part of this campaign. And this is a PDF, but this is available on the website of our toolkit. So, you know, introduction, and then we have different activities here that kind of, you know, you could pick up and lift into, you know, wherever you may be working. We also have sample social media messages. And I want to just show you the, this is the, what I had mentioned before, could be, you know, picked up into, you know, you could even copy just the words if you want to, but this is intended to be a, what you could put into your newsletter if you so choose to. We have different things like recipe cards. And the last thing I wanted to show is, you know, this is another handout. It goes along with one of the activities, but just to, you know, information, these are different handouts that go along with the activities that are listed in the toolkit. So that is, I know you couldn't see that because I was going through it quickly. Maybe Tori, if you could share the website, and then we could kind of open it up for any questions people may have. You're on mute, Tori.
So what you're seeing here is the ReThink Your Drink website, which is simply the livewellallegheny.com/rethink your drink. Anyone can access this. We kind of give a breakdown of what we kind of went over today, of why it's important to rethink your drink, some, you know, statistics around sugar-sweetened beverages, how you can participate, who we're targeting to participate. As Hannah said, this is also applicable to like municipalities. If you have summer camps or splash pads, you can share this information with your families as well. And then we also have the toolkit that Hannah showed in a PDF. You just click on the link and then you have access to the toolkit. We will have the video linked right here. If you want any materials or if you want a speaker to come and do any of our pre-made activities, you can fill out that form. And then some other, you know, resources to learn more about rethinking your drink aside from our campaign. And then it just acknowledges all of our partners. The toolkit was designed in part by a dietetic student. So at Pitt, so it is, you know, up-to-date information that is going to be able to be, you know, utilized in your schools or, you know, settings where there are young children.
Do you want to just click on that form quickly? I know there was something you were going to add to it, but just to show people what it looks like.
Yeah, so this is just a simple Microsoft form. You enter your information, and then you can request. We have stickers for the campaign and we have water bottles as well. So you can request those, and then we'll add some spaces for if you want, you know, additional assistance from us, and we can try to coordinate some, you know, if you need a speaker or something like that. So yeah, that's the campaign.
Great, thanks, Tori. So you will see some of those videos. You know, there's different ad buys. You may see them before you go to a movie, I think. You know, there's different, there's a whole kind of communication side of this that's being managed by the Allegheny County Communications Department. So that is what we wanted to present today. Tori will, as she always does, follow up with a thank you email that has links, and we'll send these as PDFs. And we hope to, you know, like I said, we're filming some additional videos right now. We have not started sharing information on social media or really launched this at all. We wanted to make sure to get involvement of partners and to let you know what we are what's kind of coming. I guess I would like to open it up for any questions, or if anybody has any ideas. We're certainly brainstorming different activities. We're going to be at different key events throughout the summer. We have a small staff, so it's not like we can be at every event, but I would like to open it up now to see if you have any questions for us or ideas for implementation. I will say that, this isn't like a one and done type thing. We have ad buys that will extend over the course of 6 months. It's not a huge budget for that, but I do think that this is something that I know that some of the school years are kind of slowing down right now. I do think this is something that we will extend and continue with messaging through the early fall. So if there are any questions, please feel free to either raise your hand or unmute yourself.
Hannah, I know you said you're just kind of getting this all started, but North Hills is having, one of our elementary schools is having a family night next Friday. Is that too soon to ask you guys to come out and table if I could get approval for that? To have a table, maybe, I don't know if you can do activities, have the water bottles, all that. Is that too fast?
We do have water bottles. We could look into it and see if we have staffing, Deanna. If you would email us, that would be great.
Yeah, let me check with our PTSO.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, Tori. Ryan from Pittsburgh Public. Hey, I was I'm working with Adagio Health right now in their Power Up, specifically to do kind of an end of the year kickoff for our 5th graders with elementary track championships on the 18th of May and the 23rd of May. For this, Adagio Health is actually doing exactly some of these pieces. So they're doing the water infused tastings and some of those types of things. Is that something you could look to see if you all might be available, or are you already working with Adagio at all?
That's a great idea. We can follow up. We work with Adagio quite a bit, but actually do really need to connect to their Power Up program as part of this. So we're probably not already involved in that event, but we certainly wouldn't want to be duplicative, I know, of the work that they're doing, but if there's anything we could add, maybe even just providing, like, for example, with the activities they're already doing, maybe we could just provide water bottles for everybody or something like that. That would be great.
That'd be awesome. Okay, I'll connect with, I'm guessing Tori is the best person. Okay, yep. I'll connect with you after, Tori. Thanks.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, Adagio is an expert in this area as well, and I love their Power Up program. If there's any way we could complement what they're doing without duplicating it, that would be great, Ryan.
Excellent. Thank you. Yep.
Hannah, have you all thought about getting in touch with Dick's and the kids marathon? Because all the kids who run in the marathon get like a little bag. So that might be a great opportunity to stick even just the flyer in there.
That's a great idea, Deanna. I've worked with those folks at the marathon. That's a great idea. I don't think we could do water bottles for all those kids, but the flyer would be fabulous. Great idea. Thank you so much. Yes, I will reach out to them. Or maybe we can have the community. Yeah, I mean, because I'm sure the county is a part, the county always promotes the marathon too. So that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, the kids marathon is on the 6th. Just so you know, it's the day before.
Coming up. Yeah, okay.
And adding to Deanna, I'm thinking just for sustainability purposes, you could connect with their PR3 that does the training for kids for the marathon. So there's some different running programs at schools. And then also Girls Who Run would be a good organization to connect with.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan, that's a good idea, because I'm thinking now, so my kids do Kids of Steel in our district, and from time to time we have guest speakers come in. So we had, Coach Dave Gray, if anyone knows him, he came and did he was a special guest at one of our Kids of Steel sessions. And so having somebody pop into Kids of Steel training sessions at school districts might be a good idea.
Yeah, those are great ideas. We've gotten have some other events. We've connected with the Pittsburgh Playful Collaborative, and there's a big play day. We've been doing a lot of you know, outreach, particularly for like much younger, but those school age. I mean, the Kids of Steel program, again, it's a fabulous program. So maybe we could put something together for when they kick off in the fall. That'd be great. Yep, great ideas. And those folks are Live Well partners. So, but we'll do some specific outreach to them. Those are great ideas. Thank you.
I'm curious, do individual school districts regulate the availability of SSBs in the school? Is that something that's school policy?
What's an SSB? Sorry, I might sound dumb asking that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. The
sugary sweetened beverage.
sugar sweet beverage. Yeah.
So yeah, they're in wellness policies. We're required to, and inside of every, so nationally, there's a national policy requirement that every school district has a wellness policy, and inside of there should be specifically in the food and beverage area. They have specifics that call out, and there's actual legislation that hold accountable for grants and some of those types of things as well.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And also for fundraisers and that too, thinking about it.
I do want to highlight, you know, our dental program has been a huge partner with this, and they're, you know, just the focus not only on the calories, but just on the dental issues that this can help address with kids. And that is such a huge and really under discussed, I think, kind of health issue for kids are oral health issues and dental caries and things like that. So just want to, I know we have one of those videos about it, but you know, our dentist, our director of our dental program is just really passionate about this. So we should get some ReThink Your Drink toothbrushes, Tori. Any other questions or ideas? We'll send all of this in follow-up. Any other questions that anybody has?
Hannah, I wonder if it's possible at some point, maybe I'm thinking too big here, but you know, I wonder if it's possible to have the ReThink Your Drink campaign somehow connect to an existing grant program, you know, like Let's Move or something like that, or somehow create your own grant program for schools who want to put in bottle fillers. You know, those can be, you know, $1,000 each. And I know a lot of districts did it during COVID, but I know a lot of districts can't afford to. And so that might be a good way to call attention to the campaign and give schools something they need to really, you know, work on the campaign.
Tori's actually done a little bit of research about this. We do have some modest, it's not a huge grant, but obviously some of this takes money for like the ad buys and things like that. We have some funding from the Public Health Improvement Fund that is paying for the work that's related to this. And we did have, so first of all, reaching out to Let's Move is a great idea. You know, very specifically, you know, like they've gotten general information, but we also, I think, you know, Tori's done some research, and I think if we have any grant, I'm glad to hear you say that's a need, because I wouldn't want to, you know, put that out there if it's not a need, but if we have any resources left, I think, Tori, that's something that we would like to do, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that touches on the access to, you know, safe water as well, part of the campaign.
So stay tuned. Maybe we'll be able to, I mean, it would be modest, but, you know, if we could do that for a couple schools, that would be great.
I'm thinking too, like in part of reaching out to Live Well, you know, there are a lot of people like teachers and whatnot who are really well-meaning, and they see these grants and they want to apply for them, but they get held up in the, well, what should I do with it? And if this campaign could be something that was like, here, this is exactly what you could do with a Live Well or with a Let's Move grant. Like, here is the education you would provide to your parents, because there's always, you know, a parent education piece. And here's what you could use the grant money for. And, you know, it could be a really easy sell for them to get more grant applications and for the campaign to grow, and it could be a good partnership. I'm speaking for them, but it seems to me like it would be a good partnership.
It's worth a discussion, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I know our teachers and schools specifically, when something's packaged together and a little bit of help and aid in that grant process, it goes a long way in actual implementation.
I said, we don't have a huge team, but another member of our team who is on this call today is Julia McAfee, and she is a health educator, and she came to us with school experience, used to work in a school. So, you know, if there are opportunities, like I said, we don't have a huge team, but we do have health education time. If there are, you know, some of these events that you have mentioned, and we have somebody who has experience working in schools with children. So, you know, we'll hope to be able to partner with you on as many of these activities as we can within our capacity. Any other questions? We'll send follow-up to you all. I'll put my email in the chat, but Tori will be sending follow-up to everybody. And we are excited about this. We think this, you know, is just another way to partner on making Allegheny County the healthiest place for all of our people. And this is, you know, really focused on healthy kids, which is so important to the future health of our county. So thank you for participating today.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.